And welcome back to Entertainment Rebooted here on WZIP 88.1 FM. I'm Lana, and today I'm joined by a very special guest. She was on the historic first ever season of The Golden Bachelor, and she's also a fellow voice on the radio, the lovely Miss Faith Martin.
Oh, such an entrance. Thank you so much. A great intro.
Yeah, thank you for coming on the program with me. And
Yeah, well, you're sure welcome.
I was really rooting for you to find your person. And it's so cool that you ride a motorcycle and have a radio program. So what advice would you give to people who want to pursue a professional radio career?
Oh my, you know what I would have to say is that nowadays it's not all just about radio. So now you have to be able to create content, and so much of what you do in radio is, multimedia. So knowing how to do good Photoshop and knowing how to, do of course Adobe Audition for editing and all that, but also Premiere. Where like is it Adobe Premiere? So all the things that I'm really not good at. So back in my day, we started with vinyl and then moved to 8 tracks or carts and then CDs and mini discs, and here we go all the way to digital. But now everything is streaming, so the different talents and abilities and skills that you learn in today's world, it's not just being an on-air personality anymore. It's really being able to prepare and create content that goes over that social media networks, and that's a little tougher, easier for your generation, I will have to say. So that would be my advice. Oh, and here's the other one that is so important: reading and writing. That's a big one, like
Yeah.
read, and write, and learn how to summarize and condense. And yeah, I would love it if the younger generations would keep radio alive.
hmm And speaking of that, you ride a motorcycle, horses, you're on the radio, and you sing. Is there
Yeah.
anything else we should know about Faith Martin?
I like to roller skate. I love to dance. So I am a little ADD. I suppose that might have something to do with it. And so I'm the woman with a million passions. I love to do anything that's fun. So I hike. I like to backpack. If it's fun, I want to do it. I love to play in the river. I like to swim. I just like to do everything that's fun, because really, what else is there to life? The connections that we make and the passions that we feel. I feel like, hey, we're only going to be here once. We might as well live. And whatever that means for anybody else, how you're living, you got to be living the way you're happiest, which is, for me, it's doing things that I love to do.
Yeah. And now that you've had this experience on Golden Bachelor, are you going back to your life, or are there other opportunities that you're going to explore?
Well, I love the way my life is. So I've been spending a lot of time camping and hiking and riding my horse. And yeah, I mean, that is my life. I am trying to slow down. I learned on the show that I didn't want to be that busy. So oddly, I was the teacher of radio broadcasting at TriTech Skills Center for the last 2 years. And it was 88.1 The Edge here in Kennewick. So
Oh,
I ended up giving up that job. As much as I loved it, it was just so all consuming with the whole student teaching, because I had 25 kids to teach every day and the 3 radio shows. So going back to my life, yeah, I don't mind going back to my life. I love it like that. I really don't, not looking for any more jobs necessarily, you know what I mean? So I love the life I've created for myself. I have no problem going back to it. I just hope that I can also bring somebody in it as well, at some point date and find my person, since it didn't happen this go round. So
yeah. And are you open or interested in becoming the first Golden Bachelorette?
I would definitely be open to it, because it would be a great opportunity. And then they vet all those men for you. And they can, here's the thing, if I was to investigate somebody else to the extent that they do for people on the show, they'd think I was a crazy stalker, weird woman, right? So, so you can't do that for all the people you date. So that would come in handy, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And finally, my last question. Absolutely loved your family. So really excited for what you have to say about Thanksgiving plans. So what are you and your family going to do for this Thanksgiving?
I wish that I had something great to tell you, but you want to hear the truth about my family? We can't make a decision this year for whatever reason. We've got kids and schedules and this and that, and we are still not definitively decided right on what we're doing. So I have one son in Seattle with his family and one here. And we keep going back and forth and changing it all up so much. We may end up just not doing anything. I don't know. I used to have a big house and it used to be at my place. And now I've got this little teeny tiny house. And yeah, again, we don't know what we're doing and it's quickly approaching. So when I get off the phone today, we're going to nail it down. I promise you.
Awesome, though. I'm sure it'll be awesome.
It'll
And
be great.
again,
Yeah.
yeah. And again, thank you so much for coming on here and wishing you the very best.
Thank you so much. Good luck. And I'm glad you're doing all this. And you seem to be like you're doing really, really well. So good for you. Keep it up.
Thank you.